folks, if I could have your attention, I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Awesome.
Here.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Baxter.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We have 4 present.
Before we join the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd just like to say a few words about Ed Whitney. Since our last meeting, Commissioner Whitney passed away. He served over 18 years on the City Council, and prior to that, he served 23 years on the Ottawa Police Department, serving in many capacities, including the Chief of Police. So after the Pledge of Allegiance, I'm going to ask the Council to remain standing for a few moments of silence in memory of Ed. If y'all stand, please, now for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, December 17, 2013, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the City Clerk.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the Council tonight? If not, we'll move to Commissioner Eichelkraut's part of the agenda.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the biweekly salary payroll of December 20th, 2013, in the amount of $312,644.22, and the biweekly salary payroll of January 3rd, 2014, in the amount of $312,606.31, both be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly expense report of January 7, 2014, showing expenses in the amount of $766,987.53 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract between the City of Ottawa and the Computer Spot, which has been on file for public inspection since December 17, 2013, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Do you have anything else for the Council? Okay. Commissioner Austin?
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a municipal water main extension agreement between the City of Ottawa and Pilkington, North America, which has been on file for public inspection since December 17, 2013, be adopted.
And is there a second? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Awesome that a resolution authorizing the execution of a preliminary engineering services and construction guidance agreement between the City of Ottawa and Begerson Sarver and Associates regarding the water main project along 4H Road, which has been on file for public inspection since December 17, 2013, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Do you have anything else for the Council, Commissioner Austin?
No, Mayor.
Okay. Commissioner Baxter?
Moved by Commissioner Baxter that a resolution authorizing the execution of an option to purchase agreement between the City of Ottawa, Tom Jurdy, and Gary Hoffman relating to the property located at 418 West Jackson Street, which has been on file for public inspection since December 17, 2013, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye. Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Any other business for the Council, Commissioner Baxter?
No, Mayor.
Okay. John, do you have anything for the Council tonight?
I do not.
I don't have anything, thank you.
Dave?
Yes, I do, Mayor. As many may be aware of, the Peltier Glass Factory has been closed for a couple of years now and sits vacant. Some of the windows are boarded up. And it sits in property that's currently zoned A2 residential. So it could have single-family houses and duplexes on it. But here is this large factory building that's zoned in a situation where you can't use it for industrial. We are working with US EPA, looking at potential contamination on the site, and are realizing that as we work through that, we need to be able to tell EPA what the end use of the property is going to be, so that they can make sure that whatever cleanup is done meets that end use. The most expensive detailed cleanup is residential, and we don't know if we can get funding to go that far. And so on February 3rd at 6:30 p.m., that's Monday, February 3rd, we're going to have a community visioning and planning session, and the Planning Commission and the mayor would like to invite the public to come to that visioning session, especially the neighbors in the area, so that we can determine what that property could possibly be used for. We'll probably have a couple of such meetings, and this will be the first one where people can dream of what they think that site could be used for, so that we can start taking steps to put that property back to good use. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you, Dave. We'll now go to the mayor's part of the agenda.
We have the report of the police chief for the month of December. Squad car calls 1,004. Arrests 326. Prisoners 0. Sent to state institutions 2. Sent to the county jail 10. And sent to juvenile probation 17. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of police chief Brent A. Rolson for the month of December 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the fire chief for the month of December. Number of bell alarms, 6. Number of still alarms, 25. Activated alarms, 16. Number of medic calls, 212. Number of transfers, 39. Number of patients, 268. Total calls for December was 298. Property loss was at $800 for a total loss for December of $800. Total non-residents billed for medical services was 64. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of Fire Chief Jeffrey A. Newberry for the month of December 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the registrar for the month of December. There were 25 birth certificates issued and 32 death certificates. Certified copies were issued with fees totaling $1,525. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of Registrar Shelley L. Monks for the month of December 2013 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Parking Administration Department showing fines collected of $633, meter coins of $22.01, and $124.15 collected by CPI, all for the month of December 2013, be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor. We have the report of the building official for the month of December. There were 2 building permits issued with fees totaling $110. Total number of on-site building inspections, 22. There was 1 demolition permit for $100, 1 sign permit for $50, 4 fence permits for $200, 15 general contractor licenses for $1,500. We had 171 people renew their electrical license for $17,100, 2 new electrical licenses issued for $200, 7 electrical permits for $200, total number of on-site electrical inspections, 19. There was 1 plumbing permit for $30, total number of on-site plumbing inspections, 11. And our ordinance enforcement officer did a total of 38 inspections for a total of permits and licenses of 204, with fees collected of $19,490. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the reported building official, Michael J. Sutton, for the month of December 2013, be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution to enter into an agreement for application services with NCICG for the expansion application to the City of Ottawa's Enterprise Zone, which has been on file for public inspection since December 17, 2013, be adopted.
Is there a second? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
authorizing the execution of a quitclaim deed to Robert Thrush Jr. be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Austin, any discussion? This is something that I did in the past, but it turns out that we had to correct the deed. Was it legal?
Yeah, the legal description was off. And so what we need to do is, we need to deed back to him the land that he gave to us in error, and then give to him the property we intended to give him.
Okay.
So that the legal description there, according to our surveyors at Berners and Sarver, does both of those things. We're including in that single legal description, giving back what we previously got, which we shouldn't have gotten, and then giving to them what we wanted to have.
This involved an exchange of two small parcels.
Right, two little strips of land, right?
Okay, any other comment? Roll call.
Awesome,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Baxter, Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement between the City of Ottawa and Development Delivered LLC for marketing the Ottawa Industrial Park be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? I just want to make a few comments. You all should have received a memorandum on this. Basically, the goal here is to give the city a much stronger internet marketing presence in connection with our marketing efforts for the industrial park, the I-80 North Corridor, as well as downtown and potentially the riverfront area. Development Delivered LLC is an offshoot of MCS Marketing and Prue. They're created for the sole purpose of pursuing economic development, internet marketing on behalf of clients such as municipalities. It's a $15,000 one-time contract for them to build the website and provide some of the supporting items that go with it. It includes the ability to deliver not only an online brochure, but actually to produce those as needed. But they're not done, you don't get 1,000 at a time, you just get what you need so they can be updated easily and efficiently. At a later date, I don't think that's,
Is it a good name?
Yeah, that was the month also.
the second part is, once it's established, and we think it'll take probably about 3 months to get the website created and online, then there's a $1,000 a month maintenance fee. It includes some social marketing that's more for economic development, such as a LinkedIn page. It allows us to do mass emails to targeted audiences and to evaluate what responses we're getting, where they're coming from, and things that I don't really know, because I'm not all that internet savvy.
I spent a half hour reading it. He answered all the questions I had on it.
Okay.
It helped. We're just placing it on.
Motion's to place it on file. Any other comments? Go ahead.
Over the years, we've been in the industrial park for a while, and quite frankly, I can't remember. But we've talked about other marketing strategies for the industrial park, or other things we're doing for it. Are there other things we're doing actively that are still active now? And this is going to be something additional for that, or is there no marketing we have currently for it?
Well, I don't know exactly how to answer that. Most of what we do now is in response to site searches. It's a little bit reactive as opposed to proactive. Maybe Dave's involved, of course, in some of our regional marketing efforts, which include the LaSalle County-wide effort, which would include the industrial park. But Dave, maybe you want to...
The most important thing in marketing is to have a good quality website, so that people who are interested in industrial development or commercial development can go to that website, get the information they need, and see the highlights about your town. It's been about 10 years since Ottawa started moving to create the Ottawa Industrial Park website, and the website hasn't changed much in those 10 years, and it's time for a revamping of that. The rest of the work that we need to do is to drive people to that website, and that's the extra marketing that you're asking about. Some of that marketing we do with LaSalle County Development Connection, and they do marketing campaigns that we are part of that go into Site Selector magazine, broker magazines, They do some emails to brokers, and that drives them to the LaSalle County Development Connection website, where when they look at that, they'll see a link that goes directly to us if they're interested in our county. We would like to be marketing Ottawa directly and using an extensive email list and other types of contacts to contact brokers and site selectors and let them know that Ottawa is here and that we will have a economic development webpage for them to look at when they want to look at Ottawa. And that economic development webpage will have 3 or 4 main prongs. We have a 3-pronged approach to getting development to come to Ottawa. The first is industrial, where we'll highlight the Ottawa Industrial Park and also other industrial properties that are available. We'll also be talking, have a section on large retail, where we'll try to do work to help attract large retail to come to Ottawa. And the third prong of that is the downtown and the downtown waterfront, trying to be able to advertise and market that also. And all that will be part of this new website. And then the maintenance is not only maintaining the website, but it's sending email blasts out and social media blasts out to these different groups that would be interested in knowing what's going on. And so probably once a month, we're going to send out an information flash so that people know what the latest is here in Ottawa.
Any comments? Motions to place it on file. Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the San Luis Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on December 19, 2013, considering the side yard setback variance request from Deb Baumgartner for property located at 1978 LaSalle Street, be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the variance request be granted and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second motion? Eichelkraut, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter. Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on December 19, 2013, considering the front yard setback variance request from Jared Shelton for property located at 1519 West Madison Street, be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the variance request be granted and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second motion? Commissioner Baxter, any discussion? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
You have one item of new business. Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution to enter into an agreement for application services for an application to the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity with NCICG on behalf of the City of Ottawa's Enterprise Zone be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second motion? Commissioner Eichelkraut, any discussion? Guess this is the first step of our process to expand the enterprise zone. Yeah. motion to that is good.
The enterprise zone here in Ottawa is going to expire in mid-2016. And quite frankly, all the enterprise zones across the state will be expiring because the state enacting ordinances that created enterprise zones is coming to an end. It was very recently that the state of Illinois passed new statutes that allowed enterprise zones to continue. But rather than just get an extension on enterprise zones, they require that communities that want to have enterprise zone in their town competitively submit applications to get a new enterprise zone. And so we have to go through a competitive process and submit with many other communities trying to get a new enterprise zone here in Ottawa again, so that by the time the order expires, we have a new one. The enterprise zone is the state of Illinois' method to compete with other states. If you're in the enterprise zone, you qualify for the chance of getting state benefits for industrial projects to bring them to your town. And we want to be a location where we have a chance of getting those benefits so we can compete.
Motion to place it on file. Any other comments? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. We got going into closed session, not for purposes of discussing personnel. I'm not expecting the council to take any formal action when we come out of closed session. Of course, everybody's welcome to stick around if they like.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that this council recess into closed session to discuss a matter of personnel.
Is there a second? Commissioner Baxter, roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Baxter.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.